We are up to game 2. Welcome back, everybody. We are once again joined by Lucky, commentating this Master Tactician matchup. And we've got the first game, obviously, went to Apoc, and now second game, Minismoke, the current pro champion, looking to become a two-time, well, I guess he'll become a Master and Pro if he wins this thing, is potentially going first with a roll of 4.
Yeah. Well, Apoc is... Yeah. Well, on the opposite end of the spectrum, Apoc, if he wins this, he is going to be the Master Tactician of the Year. Uncontested.
Yeah. Well, definitely contested, but it will be undeniable at that point.
Yeah. No, like, Misfire already took back his claim. He's like, this isn't for me. I don't have any stakes in this Master Tactician thing.
He'll be back in December.
Yeah, he will be.
He'll be like, give me the gold. Give me.
He's very determined to just be the best, like no one ever was, you know.
Hey, he might get there.
Yeah, he might.
Also, interesting point. I thought I should address this. In our previous game, you actually mentioned special removal that Minismoke should conserve it because of how important it was in the late game, and here he is dropping it turn 1. What do you think of that?
I think Minismoke is doing a blunder. It's like throwing your rook in the middle of a bunch of pawns just for the pawn to take it, and then you to take back your pawn with another. So. He threw his rook in front of a pawn. In fact, he's taking a pawn, and then you're taking his rook with your pawn. Is about the level of play that is. Yeah. In my opinion, as a chess comparison.
Hey, the chess comparisons are real. I think this game is definitely going to be a long one, and every move counts.
Yeah.
Maybe he could be bricking. Do you think he's breaking, maybe?
It is a possibility. I think Minismoke relies a lot on what cards they draw in their opening hand. But if Minismoke is able to grab any one of the consistency cards... So, the difference in consistency cards is Minismoke has more consistency cards in his deck than Apoc does. But Apoc also has a lot of cards that let him cycle. He has cards that just allow him to play other cards from his deck directly, being Seiko. And then they have a few other cards. But generally speaking, how did that end up in the pairs pile? Oh, Minismoke. Oh,
sacked 4 immediately.
What the?
This could be game.
This?
It could be already over.
That's
a corrosive toad. This could be it immediately. Is this game already? Holy smokes.
Apoc just needs to grab an Impression Destroyer sword. He's slapping it onto his Tim the Toad.
This might be it.
He is attacking Tim the Toad into
might be it. This is it. It's game. Is it game? There's no way. Is it over already?
Is it just...
Don't tell me it's over. Is it game already?
Has a shield.
Savage Jewel! Holy smokes. Can you imagine if that was it? Just immediately dead. Holy smokes.
Oh boy. Apoc going for the kill. Oh boy. Okay. Minismoke's immediately dropping their glow. Yeah. That is their priority.
But now we know exactly.
Yeah. If Apoc was to keep a Marine Guard in his hand and not use it at all during the last game, if he Marine Guards him, which is extremely unlikely, then this would be over.
Marine Guard,
they don't. I was gonna say, like, if Apoc kept behind a Marine Guard and not used it during the first game, that would have been a power play. But that is a very if statement.
That would be a really that would definitely reflect badly on Minismoke. They couldn't force Apoc to play out such a strong card.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's correct,
Yeah, I don't think it's correct either, but it is always a possibility. You don't know. So they bombed the Tim. I agree with it to a certain extent, But if that mutated soldier attacks that Tim, and the Tim gets its specialty back, then it's kind of over for Minismoke. Okay, that's a very smart play. To pop the Tim and then play up the Star Striker.
It's good. Definitely taking advantage. I think right off the bat, Minismoke has played that very well. But the health at 1 thing is really bad, because here's another thing that we're also have to be aware of. Something that makes Tim such an interesting deck is Dragodian is online as long as you have Coconut Hut in the Perish pile.
Yeah, and Apoc does in fact have that.
So, yep.
The only thing,
corrosive.
the only thing I can really say about this is Minismoke is in an awful position right now. We saw last game that their
Here we go.
deck
Here we
was
go.
absolutely not great. The main reason that is because the asset limitations are really minor. So, even though Minismoke has 2 cards in the Perish pile at the moment, they cannot play anything from their asset pile, even if this Star Striker Mistress and this mutated Bear Soldier both go into the Perish pile. It's just... But all Apoc has to do is buff the Tim the Toad over 1,500 and attack over mutated Bear Soldier. The Alexander would not save Minismoke, that we know that Minismoke has. And we also know that Minismoke only would have 2 Hammer Downs and another Savage Dual Shield.
Rolls 5.
Yeah, they can play
there's
anything.
Plenty of options.
There's plenty of options.
It's just, they didn't get Star Hand though. They didn't get Star Hand.
But the main issue
and
is...
Apoc's good enough.
Yeah, but the main issue is if Tim the Toad gets buffed here, further than it already is, right? And then it attacks into the mutated Bear Soldier. Hammer Down is such an important card for this matchup. If Minismoke uses that card in order to defend themselves, that is a very, very bad play.
Holy smokes.
That is a really
Holy
good
smokes.
play. That Starlit Wrath
Holy
is this
smokes.
early. Oof.
This is so good, but it's so good. Minismoke's on 1 health.
Yeah.
It's so good, and the Tantalus. Holy.
Oh,
smokes.
that sends that back into.
Why wouldn't you halve Bear? Wait, why wouldn't you halve Bear?
I don't know why.
You want them to be as low as possible.
Oh, I get it. They have Starlit Wrath.
Titan.
So basically, they're not going for the corrosive. They're going for that wound.
Yeah, but corrosive will get it done. Like
corrosive would get it done.
Interesting to me. Holy smokes!
This is what I'd call overkill.
Holy smokes!
This is overkill.
This is insane. Holy smokes! How do we have an hour match that almost? This is like a 3-minute game. What the heck is going on here?
I mean, at least the full amount of content will be in this one.
Holy smokes! Why is he? There's no way he terminations. That would be crazy, right?
Determination would be crazy during this point, because at this point it'd be better to Tim the Toad into.
You literally have corrosive.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And there's Minismoke doesn't have a lot,
with Titan,
but he could have an Alexander in hand. Okay.
Holy smokes! This might be game.
This might
be game.
corrosive.
Holy smokes! Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Another Savage Dual
Shield. Oh my
Shield.
gosh. Oh, how does Minismoke... Dude, got so lucky to have that on hand.
So,
wow.
2 of Apoc's cards are corrosive.
Yeah.
So, Minismoke can't actually do any real attacks, because you don't want
They
to...
can take out Tantalus.
But you don't want to take out Tantalus. It's a dead card on Apoc's space. You don't want to attack as Minismoke. Instead, you want to figure out a way to heal. But unfortunately, you can't really do much from this position. I think the best thing Minismoke can do is play another Star Striker Mistress, pop the Dragodian Companion Tim, and then go for and then try to attack over the low power Tim. But you'd want to heal first before you even consider attacking the Tim. Because,
Yeah.
Because you know for a fact Apoc has buff cards. In fact, it'd be better to attack the mutated bear soldier into the Tim, just so Titan can't be triggered. But Oppression Destroyer Sword would be used again. So it's like...
This is crazy.
Yeah. A lot of...
I did not expect this at all.
Apoc has... This is probably the best opening hand Apoc could have received. It's as if RNG... Yeah, it's as if RNG blessed his soul.
Ooh.
This is a really effective...
How does Minismoke? So that's Minismoke's hammer down. How does Minismoke... See, if that was Apoc's hammer down, holy smokes, this game is over.
Yeah.
But Minismoke using it to hammer down, I guess, Tim? Or is it just stopping everything from getting bigger?
I think
there's no way he did that to himself, right? What? What? Is it? What?
It's targeting...
What?
Okay, Mistress popped him. No, I mean, Mistress attacked over Tim.
Didn't even... Oh, because they can't use the Tactician Monstarmory Tacticalism.
Yeah.
That was a good play there. Because it can only target Monstarmers. They're going to play Regenerator in... in the cooldown, it looks. Roll of 1. Holy smokes, Lucky. Come on. Surely at this point, you got to be freaking out. It's a roll of 1. Needs 1 oppression. You can't use Savage Dual Shield. Both are gone. Can't use Hammer Down. Holy smokes.
Roll is too low.
Did he use...
he threw a glow.
What did he use? So he's thrown a glow. Now...
I think
Minismoke does not have access to any synergies.
I think
he can just board wipe and swing.
I think Hammer Down was used to keep all monsters in play from getting their power raised. If that was done, Tim the Toad could not become any bigger.
But here's the thing: Apoc can just chuck a second Dragodian, right? Like imagine he has another one, and it's over. It's a roll of 1, right? It's a roll of 1. We've got widespread termination online.
It looks like
far out.
It looks like the goal of Apoc is to wound, but Minismoke does have
this thing.
but Minismoke does have an Alexander, and Alexander would save them from this position.
It would. Do they have it though? Is the question. I don't think they would, because like they've literally had every answer so far. Surely they don't have Alexander as well. That would be almost fishy at that point.
Well, Minismoke has 6 cards in hand, and they have 18 cards in their deck. You know, you could just...
And they've used a lot of defense.
Yeah. You could just draw well. There's no...
They like a 25% chance, really. I mean, that's not really correct, but it's on face value.
Face value, it is... It's a 3% chance per card, but each percentage goes up per card. It's really, I took a math class over it. But
holy smoke. Wait, is that it? Was that corrosive? Wait, what happened?
No.
Is this it?
Yeah, this
Bandit Guard! Oh my gosh, he had the Bandit Guard. What? How does he have Bandit Guard?
Well, here's the issue, right?
What?
Let's just get the issue.
It is lower than Tim, but still. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. The issue here is very simple.
Yeah.
That's the last defensive card Minismoke has.
That is true, but he's also got Blader now.
So now Apoc,
you have to respond.
Apoc can send
the generator and bounce back the Blader. Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, if you don't...
You've got to now.
Yeah.
If he doesn't respond, this is insane. So if you're Apoc, you can bounce back their generator. You pop their generator, bounce back their Blader. Blader can't be played regardless of class. Come on, Apoc. If you don't see this, that's crazy. I mean, for Minismoke, like Minismoke better pray this works, because if it does, I think you're back in a mate. But if Apoc can see through this, immediately respond.
Yeah.
This could be game changing right now. Because I think if Apoc does nothing, I think Minismoke's back in it, and I think Minismoke has wasted a lot of what, has seen a lot of Apoc. Apoc's overreaching a lot right now to get this win early. He hasn't really done anything bad per se, but he has definitely put a lot of effort into trying to get this early win. He's gone through Dragodian, he's going through Balumbra. I think from a resource standpoint, Minismoke has a really good chance of winning this in the late game if he doesn't die right now.
The issue, currently, yeah, I can agree with that. Apoc,
Termination.
Okay.
So, yeah, Minismoke bounces it back. So,
Why
Apoc didn't respond.
Why did Apoc not respond?
Why didn't he do it? I have no idea. Why would he
I want to ask, but it's illegal to, so I'm not going to.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Really, we'll have to ask him later on, what was he thinking? Because this seems so silly.
It's like, why not respond first? It's like,
To be fair, it is also past midnight for Apoc right now, so he might just be slipping due to tired, just exhausted.
He could also be thinking of it like, oh, if I bounce back their blader, they can just replay because it's free to play.
But they can't if you pop their generator. Oh, I just realized something. I'm an idiot.
It's during.
Wait,
it's
no,
either
you're
players.
Play. You're Belumber in play. Yeah, because they literally could have popped.
Yeah, but it's well, either player.
Oh wait, hold on.
Commands a constant tactical. Apoc has two constant tacticals.
You are 100% right. You are 100% right, sir.
But I do agree.
My bad.
But it is still more beneficial to pop your opponent's generator than to just leave that there.
I agree.
So while Apoc isn't gaining much by doing that, he's still gaining something by doing that. And because he can gain something by taking priority, he should. At least in my opinion.
This is rough. 10 talent.
Oh.
Played from Parish can halve something. Halve the Alexander. Why not halve Alexander? You can beat over it with Tim.
Well, Alexander can still be beaten over with Tim. It's 750 versus 700, so it's
I guess you're right. Yeah.
The only whenever you're looking at that, the only card that stops Tim is a hammer down, and yeah.
Well, there's no way Minismoke has that as well. I think a roll of 2. That's pretty good for Apoc. But
yeah, the last
really
defensive.
Minismoke from using a regen.
Yeah, the last defensive card Minismoke has is a regeneration and a hammer down. So the regeneration would stop the corrosive at the very least. But
this is a really tough spot.
It's very difficult.
Game determination was huge, though. Game determination was huge, I will say.
Yeah. Widespread termination right here would just mean certain demise. Actually, no, wouldn't you? They could then play Barumba because they have a glow jaw. So never mind.
Barumba. They need to bounce it back.
Yeah, they needed to bounce it back first. Yep. They're popping the Starlit.
Apoc has given up priority, and now Minismoke's just taking apart his field.
Why is
Apoc? You are killing me right now. Apoc is slipping. What is going on here?
No, Apoc played.
I'm so confused.
No, Apoc used his priority to play the Blader.
I thought Blader was already in play.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't in play. Tim the Toad and Tetalent were. But now Apoc
so Apoc's
is
gonna pop.
Yep.
But it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
It literally just comes back.
Yeah, but putting that
Alright.
yeah.
I mean, hey, we're here and they're playing for the master title. We can't really question them, but I'm just sitting here
yeah.
Sheesh. It's hard, man. It looks like such a hard thing to do.
It's a
horrible position.
Yeah.
This is. You can't imagine what they'd be thinking. Regen. Okay.
Interesting.
Why? Maybe just he's trying to get through his hand.
Yeah, probably.
Minismoke will probably have a regen by now. They'll probably have something to get their health above 1.
I don't know. What do you think? 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 What do I think if I was Apoc, I'd prefer to remove their blader without crashing.
That's going to be a... Yeah, but too late! He might not have any power-ups.
I wasn't even thinking about the second Bear Soldier. Yeah, Minismoke's deck is really defensive. I think it might even be too defensive.
It's a great play. And hammer down.
Yeah.
Get his guy back up to normal strength.
Yeah.
Again, also, what we didn't really see about that, but it is really important, is that Tim is now too weak to take out.
Yeah. At this point, if you have the Alexander earlier, it would have been lethal. But that's if Minismoke didn't have either of their regenerations in hand. I think it's still... Yeah, it is now in conflict stage.
Yeah, very much in conflict.
If Apoc has their second Oppression Destroyer Sword, or an infantry. Okay, no. Okay, cool.
Yeah, they just passed. Yikes! That early aggression from Apoc might have cost them the game here.
I can agree with that.
Minismoke has a lot left.
Yeah, but you do have to remember, while Minismoke has a lot left, half of his deck is actually useless at this current junction.
Grimstaff again?
Yeah.
Why? Why would you Grimstaff again? You know what's going to happen. I guess he wants to revive it with Belumbra.
Yeah, he still has an extra Belumbra.
Come on.
But it's like...
It's going to die, though. Like, there's...
the point...
Even, like, the most basic...
Yeah.
Like, the class 1 for Monstamri literally pops a constant. Like, I know
to be completely fair to Apoc, right? In the current situation, by playing that, it says, I guarantee I get to play my guy at least once, and you lose your tacticalism.
Yeah.
And I have a chance to play him a second time during extra time, and increase my board placement slots to 5. So it's not a...
That is true.
It's not a completely trash play. It's just
I don't think that was actually utilized in the previous game.
Well, it was popped.
I don't think he actually used the 5 spots.
Yeah, it was popped.
Oh, it did.
It got popped. Yeah.
What am I talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got popped. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Utilizing the 5 spots in this game is really difficult, though. So...
Yeah, you got less cards to do it with. So he's going to engage. He's just going to sack the 2 to keep it in play. Good play.
Yeah, it's a very defensive play, yeah. If you have, like, any way to buff Tim the Toad, I think Minismoke would actually have drawn the regeneration by now.
How hyped do you think Bob is right now? The fact that this his pet toad that was inserted in the game after it passed away, is now being used in a Master Tactician match by the current Master Tactician and winning. At least he's won game 1.
Yeah.
That's got to be crazy.
It's very interesting.
I mean, Tim definitely wasn't a card people thought the best of. Time paused. I wonder if there's a ruling question. Might be, or someone's going to the bathroom, but yeah, either way.
Either way, it's interesting.
Ah, dear.
Current game state wise, Apoc winning the first set definitely gave Apoc a massive advantage into game 2. Not only does it make you feel great winning the first game, it also makes your opponent feel slightly worse. But then going into the second game, obviously a lot of stuff has been done. Currently, Minismoke is winning the asset, while Apoc is losing. While Apoc is mildly winning the deck. So Apoc has more in the deck, and Minismoke has more in the asset. Which is a little bit different from the last game, where they were pretty even with the assets, and then Apoc had more in deck.
Yeah.
So,
I do think Minismoke wins if... I think Apoc's on a turn clock.
mm.
I think he's probably got...
I think...
Honestly, I think...
I think what Apoc is going to have to pray for is that in those 10 cards left in Minismoke's deck, 2 of them are regenerations.
Yeah.
I think that's what Apoc should be hoping for. Because 1 damage seals the game. In fact, if I was Apoc, I probably would have thrown in placement shutdowns. Maybe. Because he has a lot of cards. Yeah, he has some cards.
What the heck happened there?
No?
Passed to Minismoke passed to Apoc. Oh, maybe it was like saying they were in... I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
Maybe it was like they...
I have as much information as you do.
I know indeed, yeah. Turn 10. Okay, so what's happened is they've accidentally passed. So we're still turn 10.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Which
Why does everyone have premium? What the heck?
Everyone has I don't have premium.
Everyone has... Okay, good. Sheesh.
Everyone except for you has premium.
What is the likelihood of Tim winning this match?
Likelihood of Tim winning this match. Let me check their parish file. So currently, Tim can win this match if Apoc sets their Tim to be higher than 7,000.
Oh my gosh.
If you want my professional opinion on this matter, Minismoke is out of... Minismoke has... Yeah. Tim the Toad is a very sturdy card and doesn't really care about board wipes or anything. If you just power that card up to 7k 100, it's staying there forever.
It is indeed.
Okay,
contract with the Otherworld again. Why run 2?
I agree with
Lucky,
you.
This is... yeah, I feel like you will have a lot to say about this.
It's dumb. That's all. That's all.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. That's. I can see. So I can see. Okay. I'll go in more into it. Monstarmaries are otherworld monsters, so it does make it a lot more consistent to play them. But I feel like Minismoke running 2 of them is more counterproductive than it is productive. As we saw from last game, Minismoke barely tapped into the Otherworld, the contract in the Otherworld. So currently, it feels bad.
Yeah. What the heck happened? Oh, they resolved Grimstaff. Okay, so Staff activates to get Tactician online. Nice.
Oh.
That's very smart.
Apoc has...
Just in case.
Apoc has 5 placement slots. How is he going to use that?
He does.
That is...
Probably not at all, but, you know.
I'm going to be honest.
Forget.
There's not a lot you can actually do with 5 placement slots because of the rules of... You can only trigger, like... Because of how...
Up to 2, yeah.
So it's like... It kind of feels like... Kind of feels bad. To like a certain extent. I feel like the 4th placement slot is more usable than the 5th. But the 4th one being open actually gives Apoc a lot of room.
Here's the problem. Do you want room when your enemy's going to drop level 4 on you any second? Because they'll just like, oh, you have 5? Great. They get rid of 5 instead of 3.
It really depends, because 5 does jack whenever you have a Tim the Toad and a card that says stop all board wipe effects.
That is a good point, but here's the problem. It only stops effects, which means it only stops tacticals. It does not stop sleeper skills or specialties.
Gotcha, so that card still works.
Mechanism would still kill it.
Yeah.
Roll of 3.
Apoc does have the...
Regenerator.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, Tactician allowed him to draw 2.
If Blader gets dropped right now, it can bounce back to the level 3.
Also, you said
get him high enough.
Also, you said Regenerator, not Tactician.
What was this?
You said Regenerator, not Tactician. Whenever you said he drew 2. Yeah.
Draw 2.
Yeah.
I think I thought he was adding regenerations to hand.
No. He's using the effect.
And he's using the
Tactician.
4th slot. This is so weird. It's so weird. He's halving it too. He's going for the Tim play.
Yeah, he's.
I just think Minismoke's gonna have a regen. He's literally got 9 cards in deck, 6 in hand. There's no way he doesn't have a regen. Like,
Well, you never know, because 2 of those 9 cards could be regeneration.
I think it's gotta be. I think he's. I don't know.
It's like it'd be weird, but
there's no way this is it. There's no way. There is no way.
This could be it.
No way.
Yeah.
Why is it so slow? Why is this so slow? Gosh, don't tell me this is it. Don't tell me this is it. Surely not.
This is.
Why is dude? There's no way. I'm gonna get so hyped in a second. Why are they taking so long? Surely this is an immediate response.
It's a bit awkward.
Well, it's like, because why would Minismoke take so long to respond to it unless he really, like, you just regen here, right? Naturally, you just regen. Of course.
Well, if you have a regen, you would.
But if he doesn't, if one of those 9 if they're both in that 9 card,
I feel like the best.
Holy smokes! Is this it?
Regeneration.
Yep, there's a regen.
No. Okay.
So long.
So he's choosing to regenerate himself and not his Alexander. I think that's smart.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Rude, is it?
It's not.
Can you imagine? Oh, actually, yeah. I think Apoc still has lethal though, right? Because they still got 2 attacks left.
Yeah.
Attacks on 2 health.
I don't actually agree with that because they haven't used any of their asset cards. The only card
they've got Belumbra.
Yeah, they have Belumbra. They also have the Star Strikers.
What the heck's...
But they can't use the Star. Yeah, they can't use that Star Striker. They have double Belumbra.
They can't pop anything.
Yeah, they have double Belumbra.
Yeah, they definitely have, well, they've got also Monstari Tactician then online as well.
Wait.
So yeah, they got plenty. Well, they'll have Tactician because once Belumbra dies, they'll just have that. Ooh, okay, so we got Gargoyle.
Okay, and then Grim Staff of Calling is a permanent effect. Okay, cool. Not even stopping the tactical after it's triggered does anything. Okay, cool. It's just expanded to 5. It's not until this card leaves play or anything.
Is it a while since play? It says
it's just expanded to 5. Yeah. Yeah. It's just expanded to 5.
Wow, it's not even a while in play. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, you're the one who made it.
Hey, it's a long card. Give me some fun. It's a long card. It's got a lot of stuff to it.
Yeah, it has a lot of things to it. A lot of rules.
It's like the longest card in the game.
Yeah, this is
once again lethal.
But there's another Belumbra, so. And even if there,
this will be the first one, isn't it?
It's the first one. Yeah.
They still got plenty of ammo left.
Yeah.
I can't believe they lost Starlit Wrath and Termination right off the bat. Sheesh.
No.
Come on, that's crazy. Regen again.
How
I don't know.
How did Minismoke put the? How did Minismoke put the level 3 into the Parish Pile in the first game when it was sent back to hand?
I think he just played it enough. Actually, he re-crashed it eventually. So he actually crashed it into, I think it was a...
Oh, yeah, you could just keep replaying it, yeah, okay.
He just crashed it eventually.
I'm really glad the rolling for tacticals becoming monsters in hand works how it does. Because otherwise, plants would suck. Plantinums.
Ooh, regen again.
Yeah.
Regen again.
Yeah.
Gets from Regenerator.
Free regens,
so,
yeah. That's Tim the Toad fodder.
Blader from Blade. So Blade is just going to pop far out.
Pop Regenerator,
and now
yeah.
he has to lose. Yeah, he also bounces his Monster Tactician, and Apoc won't have access now because Belumbra isn't in the Parish Pile. He needs to. Well, actually, does he actually need to fulfill that? They play at 5 that perished regardless of their conditions. I don't think you can play it again. Because I don't think it's like it says they can forever be played regardless of their conditions. I think it's only that one time. So now he has to wait for Belumbra, which is very annoying.
Well, sure. What's the exact effect? Then your enemy must once per copy of this card reach sun adjusting either put his turn. Then play up to 5 pairs. Yeah. Regardless of conditions.
Yeah.
I think
So
like the best.
It doesn't say they can all be. Yeah.
Well, it doesn't mention like anything after the fact. So it's like.
Yeah. So it's not like it's a permanent. Yeah, it doesn't permanently give them their conditions. It just says you can play them for their conditions at that time. It'd be like if you had the conditions for an Apex, and then one of the cards in your perish pile got shuffled into your asset, and then your Apex gets shuffled into your asset. You just wouldn't be able to play the Apex until you got the conditions again.
Yeah,
but that's a very niche situation.
It is.
Roll of 6 for Minismoke. Later online, you can just pop Grimstaff here.
Yeah. Well,
literally nothing is stopping you.
Well, Grimstaff is a blank card. Yeah, it doesn't do anything anymore. It was used. It's still 5 monster placement slots. Yeah, you can't undo it.
Yeah. That is true. It's already activated.
Unfortunately for them, it's like I feel like because they got off the Grimstaff of Calling, Apoc is already in a better position because those 5 monster slots, well, it doesn't seem like a lot. It is. He's in a position where it can mean a lot.
It could be a big deal, yeah.
Yeah.
Grimstaff Calling doesn't do anything.
Okay, they're using a contract.
Oh, it looks like
as fodder.
Like Apoc is popping the contract to bounce back, and then he's just going to replay Blader. I don't know what the point of that was.
Well, the point is, to get rid of the powerful.
It literally, because Belumbra can get rid of. Blader isn't to get bounced back to hand.
It
does get regenerated though.
Yeah.
Good play. Sheesh, man, this game is, and there's the star hand. Yep. So that Tim play is now off. There's no corrosive win now. I don't think. I think there's just too much. Too many resources for Minismoke at this stage.
It's still possible. It's not.
They'll drop like Stained Glass Heart. It'll be just.
Well, Stained Glass Heart is like it stops the bleeding, but it's not. It's not like super amazing.
Yeah, but here you go.
Yeah.
And there's no Starlit Wrath either.
Oh, that's true. There is no Starlit Wrath.
There's no Termination for Apoc, so they can't even multi-attack Corrosive or anything. Yeah, I think.
But
it's gonna be hard for Apoc to win this.
But Apoc now has one more card in asset compared to Minismoke.
Dear.
And Apoc has more cards in general compared to Minismoke as well. So Apoc actually has card advantage currently, as weird as it seems. And it's just because Minismoke's deck has around 8 cards, give or take, that are duds.
Actually, yeah, he's got a huge advantage. He's got 6 extra cards than Minismoke does, main deck-wise.
Yeah.
If you look just at their hands. On the field, it's a different matter, but to be fair, a lot of the cards on field aren't actually useful.
Yeah, this Extreme
Otherworld
Max
is
10,
okay.
yeah.
Stained Glass is okay. Max 10 is alright, and then Generator is just great. But
yeah, Generator's nice, yeah. But it's like Apoc still has the 5 placement slots, right? And then it's still
here we go.
Like it's just like mildly annoying for Apoc. But Apoc has...
Granted, he can keep Tim alive.
Yeah. There's no reason not to.
Honestly, I'm going to take it back. I think Tim was a fantastic choice for this game.
Yeah.
I'll take it back.
It's a really
right.
good counter to
Apoc
Monster
was right.
Armory. Yeah.
It is, yeah. I was wrong in that regard.
It's like Tim was a tech option.
He's running two. It's not even like it's just one copy. He is running Tim's strategy.
Yeah, he's running it as a tech option.
Tim.
Yeah.
Dragodian. Is it a tech option if you're running it with its own synergy and its own like coconut hub?
Yeah,
I thought tech options are more of like a one copy thing.
Well, I mean it is a tech option because you're just like this.
Okay.
This works in this, so it's a tech.
Just chucking it in.
Yeah, chuck it in. Yeah, chuck it in with all of its support. It's a tech option because you didn't have to run Tim. Like if you don't run Tim, you just remove all the other cards revolving Tim, and then you just run like something else. Yeah.
What? Are we gonna? Oh, they're gonna pop the generator.
Yeah.
Dude. Apoc, what are you doing?
Why did Apoc play the generator?
Tia, why would you do that? Like, I guess maybe he wants to make him use the bounce immediately. Maybe that's what he's trying to do.
It does.
Minismoke has to pick a card to bounce.
Wait.
He's gonna bounce Dragodian. You can do that, but now you've used your bounce, and now Apoc is just motioned. He's gonna replay Dragodian. So, there's another Dragodian. There we go. As we expected, we thought there was going to be double Dragodians, and we did. So he is going for corrosive. I don't.
Yeah, these are big. These Tims are massive.
I'm not gonna lie. There's one regen in I think there's one regen left for Minismoke, so he does have a way to get out of this. It's just. And there's Tim again. So now the Timbos... So the big thing with Tim, they were always limited by their board space. But now with this 5-asset slot, that's actually really deadly because you can just keep reviving Tim and just boost. So each of those... I think every Tim should gain 2,000, I believe. Because they're each going to gain 1,000 from Dragodian and then another 1,000 from Dragodian.
I think I think the last Dragodian played doesn't gain the power boost.
You're right.
Nor does the Tim that was played from it. The Tim and the Dragodian.
Oh, actually, technically, if they're both played before they revive stuff, they will actually get the boost. So I think he played it before he revived stuff.
Oh yeah, he did play the two Tims and then revived the one Tim. But the last Tim only gains 1,000, I think.
If you do Ultima's playing 8,000 per. Okay, and he's going to gain health points for doing that.
Yeah. Bob in chat's like the perfect board doesn't exist. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be at 10 because of a Dragodian actually gives you 2 health as well on top of all that for each time you do it. So this could be it. This could be it, legitimately. What a weird way to end a Master Tactician match. We'll have to see, though.
It's,
2 hours in. 2 hours and 10 minutes.
3... Yeah,
3 corrosives.
Yeah, 3 corrosives, 3 health.
Not counting any sort of regen and blader. Holy smokes.
Oh,
this is crazy.
That blader kind of seals it. Because now if Minismoke counters it... Like, Apoc would prefer to get the 3 corrosives here. But if the 3 corrosives fail in any means, just throw away the card that won. Yeah? It's like...
So here's the thing.
And then redeclare attacks, yeah.
I think what they're going to do is they're going to start with the lower monsters, like the Belumbra, like the Blader, and then if that all goes according to plan, take out level 3. That'll give you the 3 health.
I think it'd be...
forced to play something.
Yeah, it's Tim into Belumbra, and then it's...
start it off.
Yeah, I highly agree with this. If something doesn't go right, you just throw it back into the asset pile. Try again. There is no hammer down.
Through the last attack.
Yeah, there is no hammer down.
Did he use both hammer downs?
Yeah,
Did he use both hammer downs?
No, there is actually still a hammer down.
He's got one left.
Yeah, that's a hammer down in play.
He should have one left.
Yeah, there is one.
There's one left.
Yeah, there's one left. Yeah, Minismoke definitely has a hammer down. What was the roll for turn?
Yeah.
It was a 3? Okay.
It was a high one, I believe.
It was 3.
Was it 3?
Yeah, it was 3.
Okay, 3. Yeah, you're right. 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Not bad, not bad.
If Apoc rolled a 1, the game would have been overdone. Nothing could have been done.
Okay, Belumbra works. So that's a corrosive. Both players take a damage.
Yeah, that's nice, but
Not trying to get too excited, but still, it's something.
wait. Oh, that's...
It is something. And Blader can't activate again, the Minismoke's Blader. So taking out Blader next is 100% the next go. You have to take out Blader. No! Oh, why would you do that? That's so silly! Oh, that's such a silly play. That's so silly. Why? Oh, they got a
specialty remove it.
That will drop it to 2350. Okay. It's still smaller. It is smaller.
Yeah.
But technically, Apoc, well, you can't use
Well, Apoc can use their Blader.
Yeah.
Blader the level 3. Pop their own Grim Staff.
What the heck? Why is it 4650? What did I miss? What did I miss? Why is it 4650?
Why?
What did I miss? Why is it 4650? Oh, well, now it's back down. I am so confused. I must have missed something. It got special moved. Oh, because of its sleeper skill.
That makes complete sense. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now they're both down to 1 health.
Yeah, the sleeper skill is huge.
Wow, sleeper skill. I forget about that sleeper skill. We really gave Dragodian the craziest stuff, didn't we?
Well, you did.
We made that the most crazy card.
Yeah, you're the one who did that.
Roll of 4.
I didn't have anything over Dragodian.
Don't put me in there. Roll of 4. Minismoke once again a tough spot. Roll of, so he's at 2700. 2 corrosive monsters in play. A Blader online. He's going to gain a health from stained glass. See, this is what I'm saying. Stained glass is really helpful right now.
It's nice, but it isn't.
Next turn.
Yeah, it's nice, but it isn't amazing. Currently, you'd want the Mecha Lizard level 3 to go to the Perish pile, because then you get a nice, juicy board wipe. But I guess you'd want the Mecha Lizard level 3 to at least take down a few of them. But it's really difficult to justify attacking Apoc at this moment. Because the only valid target, realistically, is Blader.
Which will just bounce you back anyway.
Yeah.
Wow. Minismoke once again in a very tough position here. Apoc is really showing us that he has earned that master title.
It is.
Sheesh.
If you declare an attack on Apoc, the worst thing that's going to happen is your monster is going to perish. Because currently, Apoc has most of his swords still ready to go. He has not touched any of his sword supply, besides from one Oppression Destroyer sword.
Ooh. Elgors. That's interesting. Using it to down power them. Blader will bounce something back, probably level 1.
Blader? Sorry. Elgors?
Is it dead?
Oh.
Why is it dead?
Because Star Striker Mistress swapped it.
Oh, Mistress killed it.
Yeah. But anyway, out of all the Eclipse Troopers, Elgors is the strongest power down of all of them.
It is a very good power drop.
Because it's 500 per card.
Yeah. Dragodian is still big enough to get it done, though.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even if it's 300 less from now, it's still big enough to get over Star Striker.
It's not big enough to get over level 3, though.
It is true. Yeah. I think oppression will be used in that case.
There is
how
no...
little Minismoke has left?
Yeah.
Like, how come Minismoke has almost nothing left? He's got 4 cards in hand now. What the heck happened?
Apoc just played well. That's all that happened.
Crazy.
You see, Apoc rushed his deck out, but Minismoke's deck automatically makes him rush his deck out. If that makes sense. So while Apoc forced his deck to play in overdrive at the beginning of the game, Minismoke's deck is always in overdrive. Because of how he built his deck. And because of that, Minismoke's deck is constantly in overdrive, and he loses a lot of materials. Most of Minismoke's deck is defensive options, which goes away really quickly. Most of Apoc's deck stays on the field for long periods of time. It's very tanky. It takes a while to break through. This is one of the 3 cards that Apoc had in his hand at the end of the last game was Cursebreaker Swordsman.
He's got a very large advantage here, Apoc. And there's TC.
Yeah.
Like a little bit late, but it's here.
I feel like at the moment, Apoc has a massive lead, completely destroying Minismoke in card advantage. Minismoke's running out of options. They're probably panicking a little bit. It probably set off some of their play.
They'll be setting in.
Yeah, the panic will definitely be setting play. It probably was setting in last turn. They lost the last match. It's been 2 hours and 30 minutes, more or less.
Yeah.
And it's...
To be fair, it's on probably Minismoke's side time-wise, because right now it is 1:27 in the morning for Apoc, but for Minismoke it's 7:27 at night.
Yeah, so but that doesn't...
He's not going to be as exhausted.
Exhaustion does play a part in it, but how Apoc is playing, I don't think he is exhausted.
Fair enough. He is good. He is a bit of a night owl, but I didn't expect him to be this awake. I'm going to be honest. He's doing very well. Yeah,
he's very awake. He's probably really alert. He's doing a bunch of strong plays one after the other. It's really commendable. He is playing an amazing game. I will say another
thing about Apoc. Whenever Apoc wins the first of anything, or if he's winning a game, he just gets better. But if he's losing, both these guys are kind of momentum players. Like if they stumble at the start, they're kind of stuffed from then on.
Yeah.
But if you're just constantly on top most of the time, it's Apoc generally wins a game if he's got momentum.
Yeah.
But early on, Minismoke did great to defend against those OTK attempts.
Yeah, I mean the OTK, attacks, the corrosive conflicts, is just because Minismoke's deck is very defensive. I believe if Minismoke was, instead of playing a defensive deck, was playing a heavy health gain deck, he would have been better off though. Because he would have had to play less of the defensive cards, even though it would be more health gain oriented. I don't know. I don't think Minismoke would have been like he's playing Destroyer Monster Armories.
Yeah. A great choice, when all considered, but Tim was definitely out of left field. I think Tim honestly is the big star of this matchup. Tim is really just...
Tim is a tempo maker. Because Tim was present basically the entire time in this match, it allowed Apoc the ability to basically let himself relax, let his deck catch back up with his faster plays, let Minismoke lose everything that he has. It was very it's very interesting, to say the least. I think Apoc has this, but there is still a chance for Minismoke to win.
Yeah. Well, it also depends on how wasteful those last 6 cards are for Apoc.
That's
'Cause
true.
Right now, it's only a 4-card advantage.
That is extremely true.
Or around about that.
Yeah.
It's like 4 or 5 or 3. I don't know. One of those areas.
Yeah, but Apoc in like hand advantage is currently +1. In deck advantage, it's +3. In asset advantage,
Yeah, but field advantage, he's -1.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's basically +3 advantage in general. He's just got a +3 advantage. But the thing is, how valuable are those 3 cards? And I would say Minismoke still got the biggest monster on board. So.
I don't know what's left in Minismoke's hand. I think they. One of the cards is definitely a regen. No, wait. Both regen. No. Only one regen was used.
Are both regens gone?
No, one regen's gone.
I think there should be a regen left.
Yeah, so there's a regen in hand, which should save Minismoke. There is no hammer down in Minismoke's deck, but there is a hammer down in Apoc's deck. On the flip side, so Apoc could be like
regen can counter though.
Yeah. Well, it can counter everything except for the Apex and other synergy monsters.
That is true.
So if Minismoke does another play where he makes a 70k card, right, then he's getting hammered down back to 50k. Unfortunately for these like long drawn out best 2 out of 3 matches, the element of surprise goes away after the first game.
Yeah, exactly.
So, certain decks automatically fail if it goes into a best 2 out of 3 scenario.
Yeah, because you've played a lot of those like really drawn out matches, but in the previous MonTac TCG you played Zweistein, where you actually had 3 games for about 3 hours. Each game is about an hour long.
Yeah.
Can you let us know or explain a little bit what the mentality was and how these guys are probably feeling right now as they approach the 2.5 hour mark?
Around this mark, like the first hour or 2, it feels like a regular game of MonTac. The second hour is like, you feel a little bit slogged down, but then the third hour hits and it's really, the third game is really mentally fatiguing. You've already played a lot. Unless you're like, unless you just ate a meal before the 3 matches, or if you just like did something that allowed you to relax and help you better focus and prepared yourself for the 3-hour game, it definitely takes a lot of mental fatigue building up. If this goes into a game 3, there will be misplays.
Yeah, I think we're going to see some huge fatigue in game 3 if that happens. Now you notice that he is putting Tim right on that little clone, so he does not want to forget that at all. He is literally just slapped it on. He's like, I can't forget.
I can definitely agree with that. Whenever I use Coconut Hut, there's 75% of the time I forget it. So,
which option are we going for?
Yeah.
Because that 2,000 boost is still doable. It's 1350, but he could also use it.
No, Titan,
Titan's fair.
Makes sense.
Titan's fair.
If Apoc somehow gets this thing to 70k, I don't think Minismoke could touch them.
2850. Can you imagine if it was corrosive? We need a corrosive state C. Make that.
Oh,
someone's gonna say it. 2850.
But it's very awkward. I feel like next turn Apoc is going to be like, I play down 4 cards and then I start doing a all-out assault.
Yeah, but level 4 is coming. Like, level 4 is online. Surely you don't overextend here, because that could definitely turn this game around.
I guess that's true.
He's playing Curse. Oh well. So much for not overextending.
I feel like...
How is that other curse at? It's at nothing.
Yeah.
It's just at 2 attacks.
If Apoc forgets to play his Tim now, it'll be really embarrassing. Because he slapped it directly over the coconut.
What in the name? Oh, okay.
He is popping his own...
That seems really premature. Really premature. Did they not hit conflict yet? Because that seems like in prep stage.
That's prep stage. That's prep stage.
Is it? Because you could just replay Steedsy. Nothing's stopping you from replaying Steedsy. Unless we're in.
They are in conflict.
In conflict.
Oh, he forgot that. He forgot that, Tim. Absolutely forgot about the Tim. That Tim would have been really useful.
That's so bad. That Tim would have been really good.
Yeah, that Tim would have been amazing.
This is probably Bob crying in a corner somewhere. Oh, dude. You forgot your Tim. That's rough. I don't know if that... Yeah, but literally, Bob. Bob is crying. Oh, gosh.
The Tim Snow in the heavens.
Yeah.
Oh no! It's a bit symbolic.
Do you think he has oppression?
I'm not sure. It's a bit symbolic that if you send Tim the Toad to the coconut hut, and then you forget Tim, and then a bunch of angels are in the asset pile. It's like going to heaven.
Sorry to cut you off there, but this is lethal if it gets through.
Yeah, it is indeed lethal if it gets through, but I highly doubt...
Titan back is...
Yeah, it's...
This way doesn't have much left asset-wise. He might concede. This could be it. What a way to end a Master Tactician match, though, by the way.
Yeah,
he's got 3 attacks left, right? Oh, no. And he's got 2 attacks left. He can beat over one thing and then attack the final thing, and that might force Minismoke to concede. Let's see what happens here.
They're at least playing the Tactician. I wouldn't see why they wouldn't.
Belumbras are imperished, so if he has something big enough, which he should do, to get... He's at 4,900 versus a 5,000 Tactician.
Do you remember what Minismoke's last asset card is?
I don't remember now. I'm trying to think of it.
It's been a while.
I don't remember.
That's
a 2 Belumbras.
Yeah, there's a 10 destroyer.
Eclipse Trooper... Oh, level 4. What? How did we miss that? Level 4, of course it's level 4.
Easily
That's a great
level 4.
play there.
Yeah.
Level 4.
I think that's a bit
in
too...
Response, so does it response...
It's in response to a Titan Destroyer Sword being boosted.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm trying to see if there's a response from Apoc on the mechanism level 4 play. But you notice how quickly Minismoke went to use level 4? It's definitely telling you he is panicking hardcore right now. But he's got the regen left, so this could change how the game goes.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Apoc had to put a lot into that infantry.
It's definitely a very scary move. Yeah. We're at the 2 hours and a half mark. It's very, very rough.
Yeah. We're just so lucky we don't have to actually make the decisions. We can just critique them when they're done.
It's nice. And we don't even have to make like the difficult judging decisions too. It's just like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's very good.
Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah.
Thank you again, Device-Stone. Okay, so we got Cursebreaker taking out. Yes, Cursebreaker has been taken out. Ooh, regen. Yeah. So you notice how quick Apoc tried to pass that to Minismoke to get that mechanism dead? Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is like they're both kind of panicking, I think.
Well, that's the.
This is really good for Minismoke.
Well, I really disagree heavily, actually.
Ooh. Okay. Wow. All right. Let's see it. Let's hear it.
So basically, the asset pile difference is massive. Currently, the Monster Mori Tactician is the strongest card on the field. And basically, to counter that, Apoc has one too, and they have and they still have their tacticalism. So that's a 70k. So all Apoc needs to do is kill off the Phoenix, and then play their own Monstromery Tactician.
Belumbra. So Belumbra with a Monstromery, if you go to cooldown, actually with Monstromery Mono Axe, wouldn't be a bad idea to just kind of force the Phoenix activation, maybe, and just special move it.
Yeah, Because it
does kill Belumbra though. That's kind of an issue.
Yeah, but if you do that, then you don't have enough power gain for your own Tactician.
Yeah. Also, Tactician's at 6,000.
Yeah.
So even if Apoc responds with a Tactician to defend,
I think
he's got a way out. It's just
it's very.
Yikes!
I actually agree with Apoc doing it like that. There we go.
Halving the Monstromery. Wow.
Yeah.
Great plays all around.
It is.
Oh,
no, Apoc just.
It's not even over yet. Oh.
Yeah.
And there's no regens left for Minismoke.
Yeah.
There's no regen.
Yeah. Apoc just needs to play something that is over 3,600 power.
Talents.
Yeah.
Is that all? No. They still got one attack with level 4, don't they?
Also, they have also Monstromery Tactician has Glowjaw.
Oh no. That's good though, but like, sheesh, I don't know how. So.
This is. That is an amazing play.
That is good. That is very good.
Yeah, that gets rid of the
2750.
Yeah, that gets rid of the Star Striker.
Man.
And now all you
widespread right now would be amazing. Just to deal with level 4 only would be really good. But unfortunately.
Yeah. That's long been gone.
Dear. How does he deal? He can definitely out Phoenix, but that Tactician.
So basically, the only. The Tactician sucks now.
Yeah.
As soon as the Phoenix is gone, Apoc just plays his own Tactician and game over.
Yeah, because you can use the Mono Axe, which is just 100%.
Also, it's at 3k and not.
Yeah, true.
Roll
of 4.
So if Apoc has
37 minutes.
If Apoc has any way of buffing the Tenelet, he wins. So let's see here. Oh yeah, he has infantry. He wins.
Might still win.
Yeah, he has an infantry. He wins. Oh, he's hiding it.
He's hiding it though. He wants to get it bigger so he can take out Phoenix. So he'll just
but he has an infantry, so
he might not want to use it just in case. Also, keep in mind he might not remember that Hammer Down has already been used. He might be thinking it's gonna come back next turn.
Yeah, but that the parish files are completely visible to see.
I know.
Yeah.
But he might not be thinking of it. Remember, also it is like 1:43 in the morning. It's almost 2 a.m. for him, so he might be slipping a little bit, which you inevitably do. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Roll of 4. He can go into second deck. What does he have left? He's used both Dragodians, right?
Yeah, he used both.
He might have Belumbra online though.
He has a Tactician.
He can threaten. I guess he could technically Mono Axe.
He has.
He could put Belumbra down, Mono Axe the level 4,
he used both of his Belumbras. I don't remember what his.
Did he?
Yeah, he has 2 Belumbras in there. I don't remember what his other card besides Tactician is. However. Oh, that is a interesting.
I know Tim is definitely
play.
He will have enough to. He'll force the Phoenix. The Phoenix activation will kill itself due to its own time and not being removed anymore. And then Tactician can face Tactician in a 1-on-1
and win. Yeah.
He'll have to get it big enough.
But you still need the Steedsa.
Oh yeah, he'll get it big enough.
Yeah.
The only issue I can see now is if Minismoke can use Monstromery Tactician to actually boost itself each turn by like 1,000. And if he's got some sort of way to keep his card alive one more extra turn, then he could get up to 5,000 to match the other Tactician. But even then, if they just crash, I think Apoc wins. So it's still a very tentative situation. Infantry will get it big enough for sure. If that was another regen in Minismoke's hand, then that would be a completely different game. But unfortunately, he has used both.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be something else. I think it's a monster. I reckon.
I reckon it is as well because all of his defensive tools are already out the window.
Yeah. Or a bear soldier, maybe.
He has 2 bear soldiers.
Okay.
He used all of
right.
his defensive options really early on in the game.
This will force Phoenix.
Yeah.
There's Phoenix. Phoenix takes out Steed C.
Yeah.
That's what we knew was going to happen. Phoenix will die because it's timer.
That was the last.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the last sword Apoc has.
This has been incredible. What a great match.
Unless
he can boost itself by 4,000, but it doesn't do anything.
Oh.
Unless he has something that can, like, in that... What?
One of Apoc's last cards is a Oppression Destroyer sword.
Hammer down.
And yeah.
So he's used his Hammer down, he's going to Oppression Destroyer sword, and he can just drop his own Monster Iron Tactician. I think this will be it, everybody.
Good game.
That is good game. Apoc retains the Master Tactician title and will be the Master Tactician for yet another 6 months. Congratulations, sir. Incredible matchup. Well played, everybody. Thank you, Lucky, for commentating with me.
Of course.
And thank you, Zweistein, for judging. Well done, Apoc. Still played incredibly well, though, Minismoke. What do you think of that?
I think it was an incredible match. There's a lot of ups and downs. A lot of surprising near the middle of the match, surprisingly. Most of the surprising stuff happens near the end, but it is kind of middle-endish. It's like when Apoc started to amass resources over Minismoke was kind of obvious that Apoc would have a better shot at winning. But yeah, great game from both of them. They both played really well. Yeah.
Wow. Just incredible. Well, thank you very much, my co-commentator. Great matchup. I'll see everyone in the voice chat. Is there anything you want to say before we finish up recording?
Like, subscribe. It helps more than you know it would. And everything is great about MonTac, so please hop into the community. Play a few rounds. It's a fun game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for watching. This has been Tom, and that was Lucky. We'll see you later.